Here's an example of a completely inelastic collision. A 12 kilogram object moving to the right at 6 meters per second strikes a 4 kilogram object moving to the left at 2 meters per second. If the collision is completely inelastic, what is the speed of the system after the collision? Just drawing this out, I'm going to start with our 12 kilogram object, and that's moving to the right at 6 meters per second. I'm going to call that object A. And then we have our 4 kilogram object that's moving to the left at 2 meters per second. I'm going to call that object B. We know that they are going to collide and they are going to stick together. So we know A and B are going to form one object, and we're trying to figure out what the velocity is going to be after they collide. Using our conservation of momentum, we know that the momentum of A plus the momentum of B before the collision equals the momentum of A after the collision plus the momentum of B after the collision. So again, just like all the other problems, it's MA times VA plus MB times VB, and that's going to equal the mass of A times VA prime plus the mass of B times VB prime. If I set this up, I know that the mass of A is 12 kilograms. The velocity of A, it's 6 meters per second to the right, so it's positive 6 meters per second. The momentum of B, we have a mass of 4 kilograms. It's moving 2 meters per second to the left, so that's negative 2 meters per second. And that's going to equal 12 kilograms times VA prime plus 4 kilograms times VB prime. Now here's the thing. Since they stick together, we know that the velocity of A and the velocity of B will be the same, which means VA prime is equal to VB prime. Which means in my equation, what I can do here is I can just use VA prime again. And that means that the right side essentially becomes 12 kilograms plus 4 kilograms, so 16 kilograms, the added masses times VA prime. On the left-hand side then, what I'm going to get is 12 times 6 plus 4 times negative 2, so that ends up being 64 kilograms meters per second, which means if I just divide that by 16, I end up getting VA prime, which is going to be 4 meters per second. So when they collide, they stick together. They're both traveling 4 meters per second, and because it's positive, it means it's going to be 4 meters per second to the right.